What's up everyone, David here. Hope you guys are having a great day. What do I mean by all the reverbs should have this? Well, I have a very popular video here on the channel, almost 100,000 views. It's called My 3 Reverbs Mixing Trick. You guys loved it. In that video, I showed how on every mix I do, I set up 3 reverbs, which is pretty much what I end up using. 1 close, 1 mid distance, and 1 far, which is pretty cool, but it requires a lot of routing, 3 sends, 3 aux buses, returns, blah, 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 blah. Well, the plugin that I'm gonna show you today, which is called IM Reverb, as you can see from the GUI, already has this setup right there in front of you, 3 big knobs, close, mid, and far. And besides the fact that this reverb sounds great to begin with, that's kind of my technique. I'm not saying this was inspired by my video. There's many engineers using that. I just probably made it popular. But it also has a bunch of features, a ton of great sounding presets, and a lot of other things that I'm about to show you in this video. So without further ado, let's go. Let's go, guys. Before we start, as usual, check the info box down below for free plugin special discounts and offers, and of course, link to IM Reverb. If you want to book mix and mastering with me, go to the website mixplustv.com. In there, you can also find all the mix and mastering courses. By the way, we have 2 awesome new courses. If you want to access the exclusive library of in-depth mix and mastering videos here on YouTube, click the join button, become a MixPlusTV member. You also get a bunch of perks. And if you want to support the channel, please consider using the super thanks or grab some merch. Let's get to the video. IM Reverb. Like I said, I loved this thing right off the bat because I was like, hey, this is what I do. And IM Reverb is an IR based reverb, so we have a ton of great sounding impulses. But the great thing of having the close, mid, and far, first of all, you don't have to build a whole matrix of routing for 3 sends and 3 returns, but it also makes everything sound much more organic because you have everything in one plugin. We have a ton of presets, which I'm not a fan of presets, but I was very impressed with these presets here. They are divided either by type, hall, church, room, or instruments, vocal, piano, drum, synths, pure IRs. For each category, for example, guitar, we have a bunch of presets here, right? And of course, we have our main 3 knobs, close, mid, and far. Think of this as your way to position instrument, okay? Front to back especially. And for each one, you can see we have this ring metering that indicates the intensity for each one. We also have an input and output meter. We have controls for input, output, pre-delay, decay, size, width, which when you widen it, it sounds really good, dry, wet. And when you change presets, for example, if I set my dry and wet at 50% and I change from acoustic guitar hall 1 to 2, you can see that dry, wet stays the same. So if you want to audition various presets, that control is locked. And then we have a very unique control. So for the far pan, we have either a follow or an inverse button. This reverts the left and right, and it helps you create super wide stereo effects. It's not for everything, you gotta go with your ear, but it's very cool option to have. Everything is in front of you, it's so clear, sleek, clean GUI, which by the way is also resizable, so it's very welcome. But we have a dedicated full parametric EQ here, which helps you shape the tone and fit the reverb in the mix. We have an analyzer and an equalizer that you can turn on and off, so it's very useful. And these are all our main controls. I love because it's so simple and it gives you so much power with these 3 different distances. So all we have to do now is to hear how it sounds. Let's go. I'm on an acoustic guitar, so we'll start with this, and I'm just gonna go with the first preset, acoustic guitar hall, and this is how we sound dry. I mean, you can't tell me that this doesn't sound beautiful. Straight up, first preset, I love how it sounds. It's so airy and so wide. I really like it. So just to begin with, the IRs and the programs sound great on this reverb, but the cool thing is this, you just can audition all 3 distances. This mid is so cool. And you hear the inverse kind of put that far reverb even further away, okay? Again, not something that is better or worse or fits everything, but something cool to have. So right now, I actually like the mid very, very much on this guitar. This would be the settings for me. And it's a little too big for me, so the size, in this case, if I want to keep it a little more intimate, I will just down the size. And let's check the decay. I'm going to wet it a little more so I can hear it. I love it. And now I want to separate the drive from the reverb a little bit, because right now I have it in insert, and so I'm just going to add a little bit of pre-delay. Nice. And the cool thing, which is something that takes so much time for me in my mixes, is you can automate these. So like, for example, you want to go for it less mid and less far on the verses and be like on the close distance for a section of a song. I'm actually going to automate this just to show you and ramp these down like this. So now I have my automation. Check this out. That's very, very cool. It sounds really good. So the width is another function that I really like. Look how open and wide it sounds. I'm actually going to go back to follow the normal pan to show you this. Like legit, this is the one of the few width control that makes me feel like in the space, as opposed to some sort of weird phasing thing that just widens the sides, but it just doesn't feel really organic. Like, I'm pretty sure you can hear it, you will agree with me, so I'm just gonna boost it again. Right? I love it because usually the width controls just turn the volumes on the side. This doesn't really feel like it, right? Speaking of drums, we have great drum presets. My favorite is Big Drums, which I think is the first one. And I'm just gonna play it as is. So this is without. With. I love it. It feels real. It feels like a big room. And I'm gonna tweak the EQ on this one because the EQs are like very transparent, super simple to use. But because you're moving the EQ on all three distances, it's more of a tone shaper than other reverbs with the same parametric EQ in it. So. Notice one thing with the close, one thing that I really like, and it's one of my pet peeves, well, It's normal for reverb, but I'm just weird like that, and I don't like to hear the phlegmy ER, the first early reflections on reverb, because it kind of messes with my kick and snare. And right now I'm using ungodly amount of reverb just to show you, but the point is it doesn't give me that phlegmy sound, right? And I have like the closed mics all boosted. I mean, for drums, this reverb is a whole different game, because that's what we do with drums, right? We have closed mics, we have mid mics, and when we have the far mics. This is just here. This is, if I have a dry drums, whether it's electronic or it's been recorded in a garage and there's no real room mics, and you know, I had a video recently on real drums recorded with, you know, big rooms and big mics. This is actually very believable. It's legit. Like, listen to this. And for this, if I want to push the decay and just make it like hanger like. Okay, for example, on this specific algorithm and on drums, you can hear the width. If I'm granted that I'm exaggerating, I'm going from 100 to 300, starts sounding a little off, but obviously this is not how I was intended to use. But especially on melodic material like vocals, synths, piano, we'll do more example. The width control really is, I feel, different from other width control. It's obviously like any other tool, not for everything, not a go-to, okay? But I'm very picky with my reverbs for drums. Then this delivers, and again, it saves so much time having the 3 distances in one plugin right here. All right, let's see if it's got some synth game, and let's go to synths. Let's go with lead synth 1. You see how simple it is? Like having the EQ here, because the GUI is so simple and so immediate, you don't have to open another plugin. You just go here, you see you have your analyzer, you clean up the reverb, go back to the main page. I don't know, I don't know about you, but I freaking love this thing. It sounds really good. And you see me doing it. Like, this is I didn't preset anything. I'm just going real time. You see how quick and easy it is to find a good sound. You can automate the EQ. There's so many things you can do. I want to try something else. I really like this thing, man. I want to try something, not on this one though, something really small to see how it does in small spaces. Dude! It's very cool because when I reduce the size and the decay, the far, it's not longer, it's just further away. That's very cool. So yeah, it's not like a longer reverb, a shorter reverb, and an even shorter reverb. We're talking about distance from the source or the listener, depending on how you want to see it, right? So the decay and size, it's what the size, obviously the decay. I don't know why I'm surprised about this, but I'm surprised, like very positively surprised. Because yeah, for some reason, because usually my setup sees a close and short reverb, a mid and mid-length reverb, and a further away, longer reverb. This is not it. So we have our decay and size, and then we have the close, mid, and far. Actually, this would be really difficult to do now that I think about it, in like mixing with like routing and buses, right? I just like this a lot more. All right, give me a kick drum. I love this thing. It sounds really freaking good. What should I try? How about some vocals?
Summer nights, warm without sun, that's my type. Feet in the sand, come to life. Happiest there next to you. You. Oh, what a beautiful Sunday. Want you to know you're the one that I love. Heard that it sounds like a cliche, but you're my one and only.
Wow. Let me try a male vocal really quick.
I need you in front of the mirror, just so you can see what I see. Even if we did it with the lights out, you would still recognize me. You don't know how long that I've been waiting. It's been building up inside me. Before I'm about to have my way, I just really wanna see you. I need you in front of the mirror, just so you can see what I see. Before I'm about to have my way, I just really wanna see you.
Love the tails too. Wow, I really liked it. This is gonna go into mixes right away. Anyway, this is IM Reverb. 3 different positioning, great IRs, full sets of features and control, and super sleek, easy to use GUI. What more to ask? The link is gonna be in the info box down below. If you like the video, please don't forget to leave a like. If you got questions or suggestions for the plugin, maybe some feature that you wanna see, leave them in the comment down below. Join MixBus TV, become a member to access the exclusive library of in-depth mix and mastering videos. If you wanna book mix and mastering with me, with all this, go to the website mixbustv.com. In there you can also find all the mix and mastering courses. And if you wanna support the channel, please consider using the super thanks or grab some merch. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe. Let me get close. See you next time.